Hey, Team Exodus, it's your girl, Dree, and I am going to be doing a tutorial over the switch step today. You'll hear me do in our workouts, you'll hear me do a call out for a switch knee, a switch snap kick, a switch roundhouse kick. And I don't want you getting caught up over the movement. So this tutorial is to help you execute that switch movement with confidence. So today I'm going to be breaking down that switch step, and then I'm going to show you how to do a switch knee, a switch snap kick, and a switch roundhouse so that when you hear it, you can do it like the fighter you are. But before I show you those moves, go ahead and hit subscribe to this channel if you're not already. That way you can be in the know when I post more content like this. And go ahead and hit the smash button on that like so you can get this video out there and viewed more often and show support for our page. If you end up having any comments or questions about the switch move, drop them in the comments below. Also, just let me know in the comments below if this helps you to be more confident. All right, so let's get to it. I promise this is going to be real quick. So first of all, let's go into our traditional stance here. Traditional means your left leg is forward, your right leg is back, and you just have your guard up. All right. Before we even talk about the switch movement, so you're here in traditional guard. Let's start with like a switch or with the knee. Okay. So if you hear me call out a clinch knee, all we're doing is bringing our hands behind our opponent's neck, and then we're going to bring that back foot, which should be your right knee. If you're in traditional, you're going to bring that right knee through and take out your opponent, right? So that's if you're in traditional guard. But sometimes you're going to hear me call out switch knee, switch snap kick, switch roundhouse, switch whatever. You got it. That means you're going to be doing the front leg is going to be executing the knee, the kick, whatever it is that I've called out with the switch. So before we get into all that, let me just show you the switch movement. The switch movement is real simple when you're going slowly, which is why I encourage you to hit pause on this video to really master the movement of this switch step so that whenever we're in those workouts and we're going through it really quickly, you can be confident in those movements. So I'm going to show you from the side. So I'm in traditional stance. My left leg is forward, right leg is back. And so if we're in traditional stance and I call out a switch movement, that means that whatever that movement is, my front leg, your left leg in traditional stance, is going to be the leg that executes it. But let me show you what the switch movement is. So you're here, and if you hear me say switch, that means you're stepping that front leg back, and then you're stepping the back leg forward. And that is a switch. Let me go back. Okay, so if I say switch, step back, step forward, and then your switch. The reason why it's a switch is because if you're here and then you switch, you've switched your stance, right? So let's practice that switch. Do it with me this time. Step back, step forward, okay? And then once you've executed whatever the move is, all you're doing is bringing that back leg and then you're back into traditional stance. So let's practice just the switch step. Ready? Let's go. Step back, step forward. All right, now reset. Let's practice it again. Let's practice the switch step. No kicks, no knees. All right, let's do it. Step back, step forward. Great job. So before we add any knees, before we add any kicks, let's take it to the opposite side of our body. Now I want you to switch to Southpaw. I want you to practice doing the switch step in Southpaw. In Southpaw, your right leg is forward, your left leg is back, okay? So in Southpaw, the switch step is the same exact thing. We're just on the mirror image. So with the switch step, you're taking your front foot, you're stepping it back, and you're stepping that back leg forward. And we've switched. All right, reset. Now let's try it. Watch me from the side. Your right leg is forward, your left leg is back. Let's practice the switch step together. Step back, step forward. Now reset. Let's try it a couple more times together. Step back, step forward. And that is your switch step. I said a couple more times, so let's do it again. Right leg forward, left leg back. So with the switch step, right leg comes back, left leg comes forward, and then you can execute whatever the switch movement is. But let's go ahead and reset and try it one more time. Switch step, step back, step forward. Good. Now we're ready to try. Let's take it up a notch and add a knee. We're going to do a switch knee. So let's go back to traditional stance. Left leg is forward, right leg is back. So with a switch knee, the knee that's going to come through is going to be your front knee. I know right now your back leg is ready to come through, but that's just a regular knee. With a switch knee, you're going to add the step back, step forward, and then you just pull that left leg through, and then you're going to reset by stepping down and back. Okay, so let's try the switch knee. Step back, step forward, pull the knee through, step down, step back to reset. All right, watch me from the side. Your left leg is forward, your right leg is back. Switch knee. We're going to put the switch step together with the knee. So I'm going to walk you through it real quick. Your left leg steps back, your right leg comes forward, your left leg pulls through, then left leg steps down, and right leg goes back. Watch me. Switch knee. Left leg steps back, right leg comes forward, left knee comes through, left leg comes down, step down and back. And switch knee, you can also add the hop. I'm going to show you that in a second, but let's try it again slow. Switch knee. Try it with me. Step down, step back. I said step down. Try it again. Step back, step forward, knee comes through, step down, back. That's it. Let's try it again. Step back, step forward, knee comes through, down, back to reset. All right. On that switch knee, the full movement is a jump, okay? So right now we're walking through the movements, but we're going to try to add a hop. Basically, you're still walking that back foot forward or that front foot back and that back foot forward, but you're doing it by hopping. Yes, try that a couple times. Press pause if you need to do it quickly. If you're still not confident when we're doing these in the full workouts, I'm always fine with you modifying and walking through. But let's try a couple. Quick. All right. Let's go ahead and try that in Southpaw. Your right leg comes forward, your left leg comes back. You're going to step back, step forward, front knee comes through, step it down, step it back. Step back, step forward. The leg that was front is the leg that's coming through. And then once you're here out of that knee, you just step that leg down, then you step your back leg back, and then you're reset into your starting stance, whether it's traditional or Southpaw. From the side, step back, step forward, knee, down, back. Again, pause if you need to and try those again. All right, so let's try a snap kick, a switch snap kick. So here I'm in traditional stance. A regular snap kick, you're just bringing that back leg through and you're kicking and aiming to hit your opponent with the top of your foot, and then retract that heel as close as you can to your butt and step down. Okay, so that's a normal snap kick. With the switch snap, we add that step, and then kick. So remember, step back, step forward, and now snap kick, down and back. Step back, step forward, snap kick, down, back. Okay, so with your switch snap kick, your left leg, if you're in traditional stance, your left leg is the same leg that you're going to kick through. So your left leg starts it and your left leg ends it. So left leg steps back, right leg steps forward, left leg kicks, left leg comes down, right leg goes back, and you're reset. Step back, step forward, kick, down, back. Now, try the hop. Try to add the jump to it. Again, press pause, rewind, whatever you need to really get confident in those moves. I'm going to go ahead and show you on the opposite side in Southpaw. It's literally the same movement. You're just mirror imaging yourself, right? So now it's your right leg that's forward. Your right leg is the leg you're going to start with. Your right leg is the leg you're going to kick through. So right leg steps back, left leg steps forward, right leg kicks, comes down, and step back to reset. Step back, step forward, kick, down, back. Let's try a couple together. Step back, step forward, kick, down, back. And let's add a little hop to it. Woo! Woo! Step back, step forward, kick, down, back. From the side. Step back, step forward, kick, down, back. Once you get that switch step, that step back, step forward, you'll be invincible. So practice that as much as you can. Last kick I'm going to show you is the switch roundhouse. So we're here, and a roundhouse, again, is that back leg, a regular roundhouse, not switching it up. That back leg comes around and kicks. Okay, so with the roundhouse, you're just rotating those hips and bringing that foot around, right? So a roundhouse. A switch roundhouse, we're going to add that switch step. So it's not going to be the back leg that's kicking. It's going to be the front leg. So step back, step forward. Look how my hips open up. Then my roundhouse comes around and kicks. Step down, step back to reset. Step back, step forward, roundhouse, step down and back. The roundhouse, the switch roundhouse is actually a little harder to do the step. It's easier if you switch with a hop. In some of the rounds, you'll see a switch knee with a switch roundhouse. So if we're here, so you might see a switch knee with a cross and then a switch roundhouse. A double roundhouse, I believe, is the combination. So with that move, you step back, step forward, pull the knee through, step down, come across, step back, step forward, kick, open up, kick. I'm just adding a little challenge to you. But honestly, if you can get that switch step down, you'll be good to go. And let me show you real quick again, and then we'll be done. And you can just go back and rewatch this as many times as you need until you feel comfortable. So we're in traditional stance, and I'm just going to show you the switch step one last time, and then you can go back and try and practice these with your switch knees, with your switch roundhouses. You can try that combo out that I gave you. You can do anything you want because you are a warrior. All right, step back, step forward, then reset. Switch step, step back, step forward. See how I switch my stance, but then I just pivot back to reset. Step back, step forward. That's the switch kick or switch step. And traditional, the switch step, southpaw. Step back, step forward. See how my body switched? Then pivot back. Okay, so I'm southpaw, right leg is forward, left leg is back, right leg comes forward, back leg comes forward, and then I can kick, I can throw my knee, I can do whatever I want, and that switch step. So I hope that helped. I hope that made sense. Again, if it did help, please let me know in the comments, and then tell me that you're going to be in our next workout, switching it out and turning it up with me. Can't wait to kill it with you. Thanks, guys.